Okay.
On the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous.
Yeah.
See what thing that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and
Morning's been going good so far for me. It's nice having a little time to be able to.
Can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up. We're too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cool, but in my fists we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always get a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could ties, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a bell that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the hype won't scare us falling. So rise up. We're too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better cook those risks, cool, but in my fists we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always get a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could ties, look in my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? This is Kaboom 2084. I have filters on my mic. I've got new audio inputs in my streaming software, and boy, oh boy, I'm hoping this thing works. I'm already getting warnings from YouTube telling me that my stream bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate, which I'm not really sure why. I had literally just tested this out and everything was going great, but you guys let me know in the comments. Tisha saying audio and visual is great. Awesome. Let me go ahead and turn on Joker Plays mic here. Joker, you want to say hi to everybody? Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Now it's not picking you up for some reason. Okay. I opened the page. Go ahead and say something again. Okay. Okay, let's try it one more time. There we go. The bar's moving. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
I-
Well, hello, everybody. It is good to be on stream today with Kaboom. I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of fun and some antics. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what we get into.
Yes, yeah, you never know. It's always, you always have a plan. I always loved Mike Tyson saying, is everyone's got a plan till they get punched in the face. And
Absolutely.
toys, for some reason, have left me with the most dizzying effect ever. Like, you think in your mind, you're like, this is gonna work. Like, I've hashed out all the variables. All I gotta do is build it now, and it's gonna work. And then you do it, and then it blows up, and you're like, well, guess that didn't quite work the way that I thought it was. So, can everybody hear Joker plays? Let me know, and I will try to adjust his audio as the stream goes on. So, Joker, do you want to invite me into your world? Do you want to start a sandbox world? What are your thoughts?
I could take you into my world. Let me send you an invite here.
Awesome. And everybody, Joker's plays information, link to his channel is in the description below. So be sure to go over to his channel, check his stuff out. He does a lot of, like, there are people in this game that track kind of on the same wavelength. That's actually how I met Joker. Was I had just started a no totem challenge, and he wanted to do a no totem challenge event, and it was just like, yes, this is perfect. And I've had that happen a couple times with the Mad Puck too, where the Mad Puck's like, hey, what do you think of this? And I'm like, I'm literally building that right now in my world. So it's really cool when you come across people like that. Bill W is asking, Joker, did you get your free Xbox yet?
It has not come to me yet. I haven't been in contact with them.
Sorry. Somehow I gotta turn my game audio off. You're echoing. My fault.
Okay.
My fault. This is the loading screen that doesn't let me do anything. Like, I'm always gonna check my messages at this point, but I can't say hi to a few people while we wait. Queens North, hey, how is it going? Bill W, Tish, Joker's over in the chat too. JT plays Royal Brown, and I saw some other people, but I can't scroll to you. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this in-game audio off. Sorry, everybody. I always thought I have that off. There you go, Jokers. Go ahead and should be good now.
Okay, perfect. You actually, I think where you started, there should be a bus station over there. It'll take you over by me, or you could fly over. But so, hi everybody. Just to answer one of the big questions, have I gotten my Xbox yet? The answer is no. We've been in communication, and we're chatting about it. So they have my information. They're going to be getting that out to me here pretty soon. Looking forward to that. But we're also chatting on a couple other things. I can't really divulge what those are yet. So we'll see where that takes us. I'm looking forward to maybe some fun stuff here in the future.
What bus station should I jump onto?
Let me figure out what this one is. This is number 1.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, that has to be audio spot on from Tish. Thank you, Tish. Thank you. You guys can hear Joker. Llama Rage, welcome to chat. Let me do this real quick while we get going in. Royal Brown, welcome to the stream. Robert, welcome to the stream. Sir Laughs a Lot. Thought Champ, how's it going, buddy? It's been a minute. Till Squid, Abide Guy, Moon Knight, Moonlighter, the Moonlighter, and I think that's everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream. I've got my filters on now. Oh, and I'm levitating. So hopefully the audio is a little bit better. I just got done filming a video and went back and the audio was peaking and my compressor. Anyways, long story short, I was not happy with the audio. But yeah, I tried to save it. So you guys let me know on Saturday if the audio was On a scale from 1 to 10, let me know in the comments what the audio was. So Joker, so you contacted the people at Fortnite or Epic? Like who was in charge of that? I was a little confused. It seemed like there was like 3 parties involved: Lego, Fortnite, and then Epic. Was it like, how's that all work, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely a couple different parties involved. Carol was my main point of contact. She was the one that you got to see on the live stream and was doing all the main hosting portion. So she's the one that we've been chatting back and forth with. Overall, the crew has been amazing. I honestly extended my thanks to the mods that were doing the live stream as well, because I'm sure you saw they were all amazing on there, filtering all of the questions that were coming in and all the chats. So she wanted me to say thank you to the entire community for being such an awesome group of people, and I definitely echo that as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, this is a shameless plug, but I'll take it if I have the opportunity. Yes, mods, all the mods in there in the chat now. Mods make the in the Discord, in the chat. They really, you know, I don't think they get enough praise. And whenever I get an opportunity, I like to just thank my mods and the Discord mods, because you guys allow us to do this and focus on this and not worry about shenanigans or craziness going on. And yeah, like you said, they did a really good job in that Lego. I mean, they had like 300-400 people, and people were really excited. And yeah, I mean, it can be hard because you got some people, you just want to, you know, they're there, they want their comments read, and you know, it's yeah, so they can get a little on the spammy side, which I will go and admit that I did get slow moded about I don't know, a dozen times during that event in chat. So
yeah, that was the same with me as well. Not because I was trying to spam, it was because you know. You're trying to respond to like 4 people, and so then
yes. It's like, oh shoot, I can't respond to you for like 12 seconds or 20 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, just echoing what you said, I thought the mods did a great job.
Yeah, and the whole live stream as a whole, I took advantage of it throughout the entire week. Like, if I had some free time and I was sitting around, I would log in just to see the builds.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, I like seeing that creative process. That's something that I've always enjoyed about Lego, even as a little kid, right? Because it's really sparked creativity. You know, build sets are great. You know, I like him because, you know, it gives you a blueprint to kind of work from. But then from there, I was the one that tore him down and turned him into something else, right? That's where self-creativity comes into play. And I think that's what I like about Lego the most, especially. It sparks that interest. Honestly, it probably set me up for my future careers later on in life too. But here we are. This is like the digital version of playing with Legos, and so it's much better.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You'd go out. I remember I'd go out and I bought a bunch of the Star Wars sets, and I would build them, and then when you're done, you took them all apart and you threw them in a bucket, and it like then became merged into your already existing set of Legos. And then so it was like, even now in this thing, like looking at unique pieces, it's like, oh, I bought this whole set, but there's like these 4 unique pieces in the set that are just really awesome to be able to include in a build. And so I remember that as a kid also, growing up and having the bucket of Lego pieces that were like, you know, a TIE fighter and an ATA and and an X-Wing, and now you're building like your version of what the Death Star would be, or
right,
you know. It was so much fun.
Yeah, eventually I just found myself trying to buy just, you know, the build kits, right? So they weren't actual like different creations. I just wanted the pieces, and I'm kind of almost there right now with Lego Fortnite too. I'm hoping maybe at some point they release kind of just a basic kits part, you know, setup, maybe different colors, just basic pieces type thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would love that too. But okay, so I'm talking your ear off here. Do you want to show me around your world, and we can kind of talk about you and me were chatting about the swivel, and you had some really cool ideals that you were sharing with me about the swivel. And
Sure.
so you want to, where would you like to start?
So this is kind of my testing ground. I call this my testing ground world. So this is a sandbox. This is where I build a lot of the stuff that you may see on my stream, or stuff that is experimental that may or may not have worked out. And then I test them in different types of functions. So I have a runway over here to test to see if something is capable of flying or taking off and landing on a runway, vertical takeoffs. You're probably going to see stuff around that I didn't do videos on, not because I didn't want to. It's just it was going to be hard to do a video after building it.
Yeah. I've been there.
So
I've been there. Yeah.
And so this is a basic pad. I do a lot of stuff when I'm looking for, just free rain above me to build. And then over here, I kind of did a backdrop, which you're starting to see in a lot of the videos that I produce as well. So this particular area I use as a backdrop for showcasing a lot of the vehicles or the builds themselves. This is a fun area to do builds in.
Yeah.
I have it well lit because in Sandbox we have to deal with nighttime still. If there's a feature that I'd like to see, is to be able to just keep it daylight all the time in Sandbox mode, not in any other mode, but just Sandbox.
And weather.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Weather, yeah, because it seems like when it rains, it's just gonna rain for like 3-4 days straight.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I have my software just sitting there recording, and I'm just running around. And
I thought about adding blooper clips at the end of my video where I'm just like trying to do an intro and then I get struck by lightning, and it like,
yes.
it's like, hey everybody, welcome to the video. Boom! Oh my gosh! You literally just ruined my whole intro.
Yep. So it's funny you say that. I did a recording very similar like that about 3 days ago. It's going to come out as a short here pretty soon, but it's going to be a uninspired clip. Not so much. Yeah. It's a meme type clip, so that'll be coming out pretty soon.
Oh, that'd be funny.
So, oh my god, we got 2 butterflies going on over here now.
Yeah, what is? I heard somebody said that there's some kind of spawn issue with the butterflies now.
Yeah, they like cranked up the spawn rate or something like that. I've been trying to record a couple other videos this week, and they would just spawn. They're not quiet.
No, they're not at all. And that's another thing. Like, is there somebody at Lego, Epic, or Fortnite, whoever is at the control helm over there, and they're like, they wake up, they drink their coffee, and they're like, you know what? Today we're gonna make the skeletons spawn at a ridiculous rate in the caves, and then they type it into the computer and hit send.
Oh, yeah.
And then like later on in the day, like somebody from Lego status comes in and goes, Bill, what'd you do to the skeleton in the cave? And he's over there like giggling. He's like, oh, they got me. And now Bill's into these butterfly things. So Bill, cut it out.
Yeah, I had to chase them away the other day while I was recording a video and kind of redo a couple of different sections because they were just getting out of hand. So
yeah, those in supply drops. I saw a clip of like 12 supply drops. Oh wow! Oh, nice little town here. This is cool.
Yeah, so I created this town. This is kind of new for me. This was kind of inspired by a couple of builders also post, and I'm a big Back to the Future fan, so the inspiration for me, the backdrop was the courthouse from Back to the Future. So
that's so good. Yeah, like we need a zip line. Oh, we get a zip line, man. Oh, this would be the perfect scene.
Yes. So I do have footage with lightning going on in the background too on this.
Oh, cool.
So I'm hoping I can just I gotta make it. So I gotta make it happen. I gotta do it with a different type of car. And
so if you need to get someone, I mean I'd be willing to help if it happens, or you have someone on standby, or I think you do play with other people. but get them to stand right here and get them struck by lightning.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Like if you can kind of hide the person right here behind it, and then if you filmed from anyway, sorry, I'm wanting to help you with it because I think that shot would be awesome.
Yeah. So this has been fun. I built a backdrop. This building over here, when I get back to it, this is going to end up being the cafe from Back to the Future.
Oh, cool. This is where they first meet.
Yep. So I haven't done the interior yet. I'm hoping they cross over a couple of the skins into Lego Fortnite.
Okay.
I think Rick Sanchez, the Crazy Doc skin
from Rick and Morty.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
That would be perfect for Doc Brown, you know?
Oh yeah. Didn't that get like, wasn't he a reference for that character? I don't remember.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to have been. Yep.
Yeah. That would be cool. Who would use as Marty? Maybe that
I'm not sure.
Rubius guy?
Yeah, probably. That'd be a good one. So this I did retrofit just recently. This takes part of the new build kits with the 45-degree wall door section.
One second, let me throw Illuminator on, and
oh yeah,
it's
put mine on.
There we go. And then let me say hi to a couple people who just jumped in the chat real quick. Robot Man, welcome to the stream. I saw you working on your quad walker robot. Do you ever work with Vindico? Because it seemed like you both were kind of going for that same design there. But anyways, welcome to the stream. Sorry, Jokers, go ahead.
Oh yeah. The welcome. Those videos in particular have been amazing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking more for more stuff coming here pretty soon. So. Yeah. So this is kind of the three basic areas that I have. I do have kind of a storage area where all of the stuff that doesn't work eventually ends up. Because sometimes what may not work today will work tomorrow, so I kind of hold on to it anyways, just to have some ideas. That's going to be some of what I'm looking forward to with the Swivels as well. So
yeah, definitely.
We'll see where that takes us.
Yeah, that's I filmed a video, and Queens North noticed all the broken vehicles in the sky around the thing I was doing. And when I went to Moonlighter's base, I was like, oh yeah, that is like every toy maker. There's always like 20 failed versions before you get to the one that works.
Right. When I was putting together all the game physics videos, figuring out weight and the balloon strength and thruster strength and everything, the amount of stuff that I had in the air or all over the place.
Yeah. Like if you just panned up, it's just like a battlefield of wrecked star destroyers above you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this is cool. Back to the Future. And then so you're gonna film a little thing here. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Oh, that's the Star Wars piece. That's cool.
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, so where should we go next?
I'm gonna go. Let's head over here because this is kind of a lit area, so we can play around with things over here a little bit better. So to begin, I was super excited when I got to see the Swivels come out. I know it's the first iteration of them, but I'm pretty sure this is going to take us in a lot of different places. So for me, if you know, we kind of met there in the beginning. I was building a lot of the carnival rides in the amusement park, along with my friend Level Up Royal as well. So that was our thing. We were trying to test the limits of mechanical capabilities within the game, and to do that, we just started building ride after ride after ride after ride.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot of fun, and we learned a lot doing that, right? So we keep testing the limits of the game, which means there was a lot of failures, right? Yeah. I mean, the fact that thing even worked after everything, I was amazed.
You guys
Right,
had
right.
that whole little city there. Like it is pretty amazing. If anyone's interested, maybe I can get one of the mods to throw. Is that on your channel? Or is that on Level Ups? I thought.
It's on both of our channels. We ended up kind of doing a 2 different perspective.
Okay, so if
On that one.
one of the mods could throw the link up to one of the videos showcasing one of the rides, that would be great. Yeah, that's how I met you. Actually, Flocka said, "Hey, I just emailed these guys, and I think you guys were communicating through email." And I was like, "Are they on Discord?" And he was like, "No, I don't think they are." So is that what brought you guys into Discord? Or
It is.
okay, yeah, that's what I thought, and I just want to be sure I had that story right, because it was like, oh man, what is this Discord thing? I felt the same way. I had a lot of people helping me through my journey in Discord at the beginning, but you guys were building like roller coasters. You were building these giant spinning wheels, rides with wheels that like it would spin up to the top and then drop down to the bottom. It was really awesome. So yeah, so when I got to finally actually meet you guys, I was kind of like really excited about it, because just creators after my own heart, honestly, with the toys. So
Right.
so then we went and did some challenge stuff, and then yeah, now we're here with the new swivel, and everyone's like, what in the heck can we do with the swivel? And sorry, I'll hand it back over to you.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, for me, part of the testing process is to putting it through the ringer, right? See what I can and can't do, taking it, pushing the limits with it. So, I mean, by now everybody's kind of played with swivels and used them in different functions. So I'm just gonna lay one down real quick. Put a seat down. And then, so this will kind of be for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to add some pieces on here. Oh, I really like the color patterns of these new Daily Bugle pieces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They home run there. Epic home run.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so we've got a basic swivel. You turn it on and it's got the 1 speed, right? You can reverse it with the buttons, or you can change the direction if you want in the game as well. So the basic starting direction. That's great. And I said, wait a second, can we stack swivels? Right, so that was my next step. And the answer was, yes, we can stack swivels. And I said, wait, if we stack swivels, does that make it twice as fast? And so if you sit down here, the answer is,
oh yeah.
yes. It starts going twice as fast. And I said, well, oh my goodness, how far can I take this?
More
Right?
swivels.
Started with 3,
Yep. Oh.
right? And that on there. And so now 3 swivels is, I must have went a little bit crooked, but yeah, you could see if you stack a 3rd swivel, you see the differences in speed.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this straightened out real quick. All right, so we got 3 swivels, but then there was, other things that I was noticing, right? So if you have 1 swivel and you try and push it, there's a lot of resistance, right? So that's one of the key characteristics that I'm like, okay, I need to keep that in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
We can use this as kind of a brake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Then, so when I went over to the second one, it starts to turn, but there's still some resistance. And then 3 swivels, it pretty much just, it rotates freely.
It looks like jelly, like a jelly tower. Yeah.
That's also when I started noticing that there's spring motion on these swivels, right? So if you tilt this way, you can see that there's kind of a spring motion. and I honestly think that's kind of what's making him a little weak right now.
Yep.
So maybe that's probably going to be what they fix. But
Yep.
you and we actually had a sideline chat, right?
Yeah.
Because we were both interested in the physics of the game in terms of what we can and can't do with different pieces. And so then I said, wait a second, what if I took a few of these pieces, stacked them together, and let's see, added this. I found out we have an actual spring. So technically we can make teeter-totters in the game.
Real quick, I turned Joker's up 10%. Abide guy, let me know if that's better, if you can hear him better. And make sure you're not running a chainsaw when he's talking, Mr. Abide guy. And be careful. I saw a picture of you yesterday up in a tree, and you got me all worried. Every time you post those pictures, I get worried about you. So, all right. So he's turned up. Let me know, guys, if he's coming through any better. But yes, thank you for the feedback on the sound. Always appreciate it. Talking about Bendico's ghost cat name from Rule of Thumb. And then Queen's North says, I love how the swivels move like a slinky, LOL. Yes, I do too. I think, and this is something that Joker's Play discovered and was like, hey, like this could be used for things. So anyways, back to you, Joker.
Absolutely. Yep. So the whole slinky effect, right? The springing. I did a whole video to where I used a vehicle to basically determine whether, you know, what the weight physics are with different pieces and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found out that shockingly, like, it didn't matter what the material was. It was the size of the piece that determined weight. So that was kind of one of the big ones with me. So if it was made out of wood or if it was made out of, you know, granite, it was still the same weight.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of shocking to me too, because I thought there was like a huge difference in
Right.
those two things. And yeah, your video was like, I was like, what? So I don't, wait a minute. Maybe that's because I stood on there. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Does it have like a residual memory? Do you have to
it
zero
does.
it?
There's a little bit of residual. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so that is a really good video people should go check out if you are interested in building. So why would a builder need to know those kind of things, Joker?
Well, that's a good question, because at the end of the day, if everything is the same weight, right? Sometimes you might as well just build to strength. So if you were thinking, oh, let me build this out of wood to save weight in terms of having to worry about, you know, the amount of balloons I need to make it float or whatnot, just it's going to be the same whether or not you use, you know, sandstone, flex wood, all the weights come back the same. So just build it for strength. Then the other part of that is build for looks, right? So if you're going for a specific look, color palette, so on and so forth, you don't need to worry about strength either. When it comes time to weight, but strength does play a role into, you know, driving into trees.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I may have done that once or twice. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's where all that plays into a role. So I've been trying to calculate a lot of different weights on some of the different pieces, and some of the stuff is kind of it makes me wonder in terms of game physics. But the one thing I've always wondered was, like, how much do our characters weigh, right?
Oh
So
no.
Finally.
Oh no,
Finally,
am
with
I
this
supposed
scale.
to? I've been eating better. I promise I've been eating better. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna be so embarrassed here. Let's see. Oh, how? Oh, I think we're the same.
We are the same. We are the same. So I did figure it out. If you stack two 8x2s, 8x2x1s, if you stack two of them high, you'll see that it's going to be the same weight as your character.
Oh, interesting. Do you want to do that? I'll stand over here.
Sure. You're gonna go up in the air, or down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and load some pieces.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
So yeah, back in school, in elementary school, you ever remember playing the game where like a buddy would get you on one of these teeter totters, and then one of your other buddies would get you up in the air, and then your third friend would then sit on the other end, and they would leave you stuck in the air until recess was over, and they would just laugh and laugh. I'm not gonna say I never did that to my friends, but this is what this is bringing back memories of right now, like the being stuck in the air and wanting to get down.
Yeah. So this has been fun. Like, this scale has been interesting. So I mean, a lot of different things that I've put on here to just try and determine, like, what is the weight offset for something like that. Some of the stuff that surprised me. Here's one of my favorite ones. Let me get to it here real quick. This is the floaty. When this piece first came out, now this changed in a recent update, but when this piece first came out, it was like a concrete brick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what it was, but it was like, it's a pool floaty, and it was like extremely heavy, and I couldn't figure it out why. And so we'll take a detour. I'll fly over here by me, and I'll show you why that was important to me.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I had this as a decoration piece on one of my pieces, and so this thing flew very balanced at one point, very well, and then out of nowhere it did not.
Oh my gosh, so it was like nose diving into the ground.
Right.
Yeah, I had that same experience with the boom barrels when I was trying to build a boom barrel launcher on a flying plane, and as soon as you put that boom barrel down, your whole plane decides to give up.
Right.
So yeah,
that's
the weights on some of this stuff. I don't know who's designing that. You know, is it based around like realistic values, or is it just based on whatever that person feels like that day of coding?
right. Yeah, so that's one instance where like game physics changed. And it was kind of unique, so I'm gonna head back over here. So it was nice to see that this piece no longer does that,
Yeah.
right? Because it didn't make a lot of sense that a pool floaty
Yeah.
would weigh so much. I think shockingly, one of the new pieces that is extremely heavy for me. Let me see if I can find it. It's on the new tomato head.
Okay.
See if I can find it. Oh, here.
And chat, let me know how the stream's coming through, audio and visual. I've still got that warning, but I just want to let any feedback is welcome and appreciated. Thank you guys. And if you can hit the like button, I also appreciate that a lot too. Okay, tomato head. Oh
Yeah, this new piece here is it's pretty heavy.
Oh my god, yeah. What is the how's it weigh up against the Durr Burger?
Well, that's a good question. Let's find out.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the Durr Burger is heavier. So
Wow.
That's good.
Have you, I'm just looking at this wondering, have you tested how far these bend until they break?
A little bit.
Okay.
We'll do that here. Let me break this off. and we'll show just how fragile this is. So this looks unassuming. It's got the springs and stuff like that, but go ahead and push on one end of that.
Oh, push? Like this way?
Yeah, push it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh! Oh no!
Yeah, it doesn't take much effort
Yeah,
when it's stacked that high.
So I wanted to use this as an example of, you know what, here, let me show. So I came out with that video about how to stabilize thrusters on a build, and I wish I had seen this, what you were doing here, because I feel like I could have used it to explain more of the principle behind why I felt like that was a way to help fix or stabilize the here, let me turn, wait a minute. Why is it not going on there? Oh, they're on the side. Okay, let me remove these real quick. Sorry everybody. Swivels can be a little on the picky side. But I think this is a real good way to illustrate the fragility of the swivel and why thrusters were getting ripped off of ships.
Oh, for sure.
Like they were nothing. And I don't know, I was real excited about the swivel, and then when it became like, oh, sorry. What piece is that? Is that Durburger?
Beachy.
Beachy. Oh, Beachy. There we go. When I just saw all my hopes and dreams go flying off the back of my first ship, I was a little, I didn't know what to do because I had the whole stream was planned around that swivel.
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, we ended up, so, let me do that. Let me, oh shoot. So imagine if everyone could, like, this is a small, oh shucks. Imagine this is a small, like, look, I'm hyper visualizing. I don't know if that's even a word. I'm showing you guys on a bigger scale what I believe is braking thrusters is that initial thrust, like that, and the swivel just couldn't handle it. So
right,
when you put a piece under there and you kind of keep it from this going down, I believe it stabilizes the swivel just a little bit, just enough to allow you to get that thrust going forward. Anyways, that was, if I had known this trick, I would have probably added it in my video as a way to demonstrate the why I believe the swivels are just not holding up to thrusters.
Yeah, so your video on your live stream where you put on those pieces at the bottom, it was a game changer with the swivels right now. I'm gonna be honest. So if we build the same setup, put 3 swivels on top of each other and just put blocks in front of them, you'll see that with the thruster it will not break.
Yeah, I was I was really excited about that when I discovered that. I was like, yeah, I was like really excited, and then there was like no noise, and then I logged in the next day and there was noise. So at some point I feel like I wish, have you had any luck on making things quieter? I mean, I've built a whole thing, you know, you're talking about graveyards. I have that extendable bridge. I have a whole world that is filled, well, I deleted it, but I had a whole world that was filled with like 20 of those bridges, and 19 of them were so loud that I just gave up on the whole concept of it ever coming to being in the game. And then finally, with the medium tires, and it will even still make noise, but it wasn't as noisy. So that's how that came about. But have you had any luck with making things quieter? Got any tips or tricks for that?
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
I've logged into the world and it was quiet, and then I've logged back into the world and it was completely loud as well. So you may fix it sometimes, and then other times it just makes noises pretty badly. That, like the rides in particular at the amusement park. Oh my goodness! Some days you'll log in and they're just
Yeah.
making incredible amounts of noise.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. And you're just like, why Lego? I mean, if there was like a correlation to noise and braking, that's the only reason. But it's just not like sometimes things break with no noise. Sometimes it's really loud. They don't break. It's really odd to me. But oh, Spicy in with the boom barrel message. Hit that like button, please. Thank you so much. Let me check chat real quick. I just turned the sound down from Robot Man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do that too on streams. But boy, man, if they could just like figure that out, it would be so good. W's in the chat for Spicy. A bad guy says I've always used balloons to test weight. In all my previous tests, granite is heavier than wood. Are you saying that changed since the Lost Isles update?
During my testing, weight between wood and granite were the same on the scale side of it, but on the balloon side of it, it might be a little different. I don't know. I can throw some numbers in real quick because I have all the values. You can figure that out.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, we'll play around with that here in a second.
Yeah, I also I had put a video out on precision balloons and the difference of how, like, it seems like there's an atmosphere now, and then the higher you get, basically the more altitude you have, the more balloons you need to go up a foot. So whereas like a tenth of a balloon, okay, don't hold me to these numbers, people, but this is just for an example, but like down here, one balloon would take you up 10 meters. And then the next balloon would take you up 8 meters, and then another balloon would take you up 6 meters, and then the higher you went, that number just kept decreasing the effectiveness of the balloon. And I never remembered that being in the game, but then I had some people message me and go, "Oh, that's always been in the game," and I was like, and I brought other people into my world, and they were like, "How the heck is 4 balloons?" It was actually the Mad Puck came into my world and was like, "How is 4 balloons only taking you this high? That should have put you all the way to the top of the world." And I was like,
Right.
I know, like, I don't get it. I don't, like, so I also wonder, like, if there's something in the game too, like one day, like, do the weights vary, do you think, on the pieces depending on the day and when you log in?
It's hard to say. To me, they keep changing the physics in the game. Like they tweak them here and there, and there. The one that affected us the most on the amusement park side of the house is when they adjusted the tires.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you remember, like before you could stand on a tire and it'd be okay. And then one day to the next, if you stand on the tire, it seemed like you were jiggling into infinity.
Yeah.
Kind of phasing into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one really affected us the most.
Yeah, that was Laurel Monreal says, doesn't balloons measure density and not weight? I don't know. That's a good question. Queen Door says, or actually Tish, okay, sorry, let me back up. Rule of Thumb says, bye guy, my ship used to be part granite foundation blocks. Then I replaced it with ancient frost pine, the exact same size, and it became much heavier. Interesting. Queen's North says, I don't think the swivels were meant to be a weight scale, so I doubt the Lego physics were considered. Sorry. You were at the very bottom. Miss Sub, hey, how's it going? Cars bounce on the floor, drive me. Yeah. So, and I think this is a good point that Joker is bringing up and chat is bringing up. Like, I had a whole stream where I was going to build a multi-layer garage, kind of like, oh gosh, what's the company that buys cars and they put them in these big towers that you, like, it looks like a vending machine and the cars like fly up and down.
Oh, Carvana?
Is it Carvana? Yeah, so they have these like giant, it looks like a Lego, like a Hot Wheels tube, and they got cars on each level, and you and it's an elevator in the middle that goes up and down, and then you go to the floor of the car you're wanting to test drive, and then they back it out onto the ramp, or it moves out onto the ramp, the elevator, and then it comes down, and then you test drive it or buy it or whatever. And it's kind of gimmicky, but it was really neat if you ever see one in person. But I wanted to build that in the game, and one day I built a lift and it was working great, and then the next, I don't know, I went to do a live stream on it, and I couldn't get the balloons, I couldn't get a vehicle on top of a platform to move anywhere. It was like the game was like, no, we're not doing it, sorry. So that was a big issue that I ran into, at least in that world, and kind of killed that build. But, and I always say this, and I always sorry, I feel like every live stream I go off on a tangent. Maybe I do. Somebody has started keeping track in the chat about how many times I spiral into side issues, but I really wish they would. So like, just imagine, are you a Minecraft player?
I never got into Minecraft aside from playing with my kids from time to time, but like getting into it, no.
Like the redstone aspect at all?
Yeah, I didn't get into it like that.
So
when I played, I was building kind of just creative stuff.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense with the, like, I think Lego, like right now, I think the game's very much like that side of like building huge pyramids and building huge, awesome, like buildings and stuff, like towns. I feel like it's a little bit quicker in Lego than it is in Minecraft, but also, as Queen Surge always says, you lose part of that detail effect that you can do. Anyways, so I was a big redstoner in Minecraft, and I loved it. And I had spent a month designing a mob spawner that ran off one bucket of water at the very top, and it was to reduce lag. So I reduced lag like 50%, 75% in these worlds with these multi-layer spawners, and I was very excited about it because I was like, this is going to revolutionize the game. And turned out it didn't, because I just wasn't a big channel. I had like 20 people, and my video just never caught on. And I tried to get some of the other bigger Minecrafters to take a look at it, because I really thought it would be a huge thing. But anyways, all that to say is that's how involved I was with redstone. And I just imagine, like, if Minecraft came in, like, you'll see it on, if they change a pulse rate or tick rate, like between the bedrockers and the Java players, like that's a whole issue. And they changed the tick rate on a new copper block that came out, and it broke machines across everyone had built these machines in like a week, or maybe it was a couple weeks, and just that slight little change broke everything. And I feel like we're at that point, and I really, 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 really wish they would send out hotfix patch notes to builders saying, hey, we changed the hitbox on the medium tires so that they don't go through objects, or we changed the durability or the thrust, like, just like, it'd be nice to be able to get that information, because we're working with these pieces, and we'll spend a whole day building something, and all of a sudden the tire that worked yesterday doesn't work today. It can be kind of disheartening, especially
yeah.
Sorry, I'm ranting. I'll shut up. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm. It's one of those things where I definitely relate and feel. I feel that it's personal.
Yeah. And Mad Puck gets on it and goes, well, they messed with balloons again today. I mean, every night at some point they send out some small hotfix, and then the other thing that really is the people who watch our videos and they see us build something, and then they go to build it, and a hotfix or a patch came out. And yeah, it's just really hard to be able to relay all that information to our people. So I just think it'd be nice, whoever is at Epic or Fortnite or whoever's in charge of the programming those things, man, just a little update note would be nice. Like, it doesn't even have to go to everyone. Like, I'd be more than happy to hit a subscribe or follow a, you know, an account, or just have a little place on their website that updates with, you know, these are the hot fixes we dropped last night.
Right.
So, anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop spiraling, everybody.
Yeah, no, I feel that one personally, only because how much it has affected us.
Yeah.
You know, at the amusement park. So it seems like we've had to go back in and redesign rides or move, like when the tire thing happened. We had to go back in and reposition tires on every single ride to get them to work again. So it's like we've rebuilt rides all over the place. You know, some of them, you know, it was minor changes, but other ones, like we had a Level Up Royal. He built this beautiful free fall tower.
Yeah, I saw that.
In the air, came down. That one change, oh my goodness, right? The amount of tires.
Yeah.
I think we counted something like 400 tires or so on that tower.
Oh my god.
So it was a big change.
Yeah.
That needed to be made. So yeah, we're you know, I've logged, I'm sure this has happened to you or everybody else on the stream, but like I've logged into my test world here before, and I've seen a lot of my flying type of aircraft just do their own thing or get stuck midair. So what worked yesterday and they came floating down didn't work that one time I logged in. And it wasn't after an update or anything. It just happened to be what the server decided to do with the physics at that point in time too. So it was kind of unique.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe even it's calculating or trying to calculate what to do, and it like comes up with a new number the next day. It's like, your plane weighed 100. Now today it's 150. Stay off the carbs. It's like, what? Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and keep moving on. My apologies, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So, you know, we got pretty far on the swivels, and then I was trying to look at some additional stuff because we can change the rotation on swivels, right? So then I said, wait a second, can I do kind of like a double the rotation or make it a fixed type of approach? So here, we're going to put that on. So right now, if we do double two spindles, we see that second one is moving twice as fast type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, because we can change the direction, go here. We're going to do the same thing, but you see now it becomes kind of stationary. But it's wiggling, you know, up and down with the other swivel. And that's important because that, for me, that was a big takeaway, because this represents the first time to where if like we make a merry-go-round type approach, or if we redesign it, we have the ability to basically have a chair go up and down now. So if we just rotate this on its side, not only can we spin around, but we can have the ride go up and down by using this type of mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so I got all excited, but then Echo just came out with his video using swivels on his walking robot looking thing, and he found a way to do a rotation with a swivel that is basically free air.
Yes,
so
he's using the Mos Eisley glitch.
Yes. So that's a huge one. So if I haven't tested that one out completely yet, because if that remains, like when you restart the game and go back in, if it's still the same, and in essence you can have multiple directions, multiple rotations happening all at once, and you can create just a enormously better merry-go-round. So
yeah. So I think that glitch does stay, but the remote control glitch he uses does not stay. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna I hit with their first Osprey that came out before the swivel uses the remote control glitch on the thrusters, And I watched that video 12 times trying to figure out how
Yes.
he did that, or how they did that. And I finally was like, they're glitching. That's the glitch. There's no way that those are working unconnected from the main body with the spinning ends. So as soon as you log out and log back in, it doesn't work anymore. So
Right. Yeah, that's been one of the most exciting things for me about the swivel, because it keeps that connection going through. Like it's as if, you know, you put down a seat way over here, but as long as the floor pieces connect all the way down there, it's connected, right? So that to me is huge. This right here, this is going to be a big game changer for me. Not only on the new merry-go-round that will be constructed on the second half of the park type thing, but I've been trying to work on the Tilt-A-Whirl ride.
Oh yeah.
And this is the answer. So I'll be able to do Tilt-A-Whirl now.
Oh my gosh. And if you had enough, you could maybe even actually make it tilt with the swivel. I don't know if you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is crazy. Yeah, but this is awesome, man. This is really cool. So, yeah, so this swivel here is going the opposite direction than this one, so it stays in place. If you make this swivel go the same direction as this swivel, it goes twice as fast. And if you were to do this again, you'd have one going 3 times as fast. So
absolutely.
There's something there. And then what about this one? What happens if you put a piece on this one that is uncontrolled?
So the uncontrolled one will
free spin. Sorry,
stay stationary.
Okay.
But I started playing with reduced gear ratios too. So I'll put that on there real quick.
Queen's North said the teacup ride. I almost died on the teacup ride when I was at Disney World. Or was it Disney World? I don't know. Maybe it was King's Island. I can't remember. That thing was scary. Anyways. No, it was a small world. It was Disney World down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. You were saying? So this just kind of sits
there?
Okay.
It pretty much stays stationary, but if you really take a look at it, it is getting some rotation in it because it's free spinning. So I did learn if you do put a bigger object, you'll see that it exaggerates a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like what I want to see in the future updates. Okay, so let's. First off, I want to see a swivel that's stronger, right? So we like the mechanic, we like the action. I will definitely not need the springing action. Like if I traded that for a swivel that's super strong, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Right? So, because then we can test the limits of this thing even further. Because right now, some of the stuff that I do want to build, it's just too fragile, right?
Yes.
But that's okay. So I'm gonna come out here, just kind of show you where my mind goes on some of this stuff as I play around with it. So now I'm just gonna build a simple car. Actually, we could build 2 of them.
I'll check chat while you're building real quick.
Right.
Robot Man says this gives me an idea for a gyroscope. Oh, that's interesting. Roy Brown says I'm back. I'm finished with class. Oh, awesome. Welcome back. And Sir Laughs a lot. Says I'd buy a ticket for that Tilt-A-Whirl. Oh, this is. Yeah, that would be. I'm in my mind. I want to go like. I built a merry-go-round using the middle pillar thing, spinny thing, and it was okay. I did some stuff to make things go up and down. It was for me, it was a learning process more than anything. But I I think with some of the more curved round pieces, I think it will help a lot with being able to build some of those merry-go-rounds a little bit easier. And one of the things I'm working on right now is adding this swivel into my Gates of Mordor. And yeah, I've got to figure out how to make that stable.
Yeah, that project right there is going to be amazing once that's done. Just when you were figuring out the door on a couple streams ago, and you got it to turn and stuff like that, it was just
Yeah, I loved it. Yes.
yeah, it was just to see something that big turn.
Yeah.
Right.
With 3 boards, I got it high enough, but you could see the wheels, and I really wanted to. So, you know, when you're working with something, you're like, I just want this a little bit lower so that you can't see the wheels. I want it to look like it's being dragged across the earth as the armies of Mordor exit. And I don't know what it is. Something with that space and the tires, it was just the interactions were really weird. And so I built that thing probably 20 times now. And then as I was finalizing the video, they brought the swivel out. Oh my gosh, your tire.
Yeah, so this is another good example to show just how fragile they are.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
But this is kind of future thought process here, because I got this to kind of work, and we can play around with this a little bit. So you could definitely see the spring action when I do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to have you hop on to the other one first.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Joker, Royal Brown wanted me to say hi to you.
Oh, hi, Royal Brown.
Do you want me to... Oh, wait. You want this up? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so right now, right, so the swivels, right, we know they have their own direction or rotation. I didn't do the tires yet. Hang on. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And then let me do the rotation on the swivels. That's good. That's good. All right. So if you sit in the chair, you drive, you go forward, all that is normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, can you attach tires to swivels? And the answer is yes. So it has its own natural resistance, right? We learned that over there on that one piece, right? But then if you rotate the swivels as well, you actually gain more speed.
Oh my gosh.
So it acts as a boost.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. This is interesting.
And so then you can technically slow down as well. So if you put the tires in the opposite direction while you're going forward, you actually slow down. So basically you got a vehicle with 3 speeds now by doing it this way.
Oh,
so
wow.
you can drop it. This will hold on to it, but it's very fragile.
It's walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something with the kinetic, or I don't know what word you want to use, because it's not really stored energy, but there's something about this that the swivels give off this like little bit of a push, and people have been like saying, oh, my ship's walking away from me now.
Yes. Yeah, so even though nothing's rotating, it's not free spinning swivels either. There's the game physics kind of doing its thing.
Okay, so this is the tires. Oh wow, the steering is a lot different too.
Yeah, that's the spring action kind of getting in there.
Oh, there we go. Oh wow, okay. It looks so funny. It's like wobbly. So now this is just the wheels. This is just the gears. And then this is the wheels and the gears. Ah, I'm gonna run over jokers. Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now this is...
So it's...
Go ahead. Sorry.
You can see the speed difference, right? So if we can stack 2 of these on, we can adjust the speed. It's kind of like a transmission-like effect. But we need stronger swivels first.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This would be like a wacky car race almost. Like that could be fun. That could be funny. Like
Yes.
trying to go around a course and you've got your wobbly wheels going everywhere.
Yep. But if you want to talk about fragile, if you just kind of tickle this tree right here.
Oh, with the car? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming for your tree. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, gee. Oh, poor thing. I have no steering wheels now. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little fragile. You want me to put it out of its misery?
Yeah. Let's yeah.
Okay.
So again, we have something cool, but it's not fully ready yet
Yeah.
for deployment, right? But it's one of those things where I'm keeping that in the back of my mind. So if they do come up with another update in the future and the strength of the swivels increases, I think it's a very viable option to essentially create like a multi-speed or transmission-like effect with tires.
Yeah, and that's if that did work perfectly, like in my mind I'm like, if you threw a thruster in the back, you gave a driver those options, and then you built a race course where you had to go into the curve or go into a turn at the right speed, and you had those variable options, and the better you were at hitting the corner at the right speed, then that I think would make for a very fun race, which is
Yes.
the difference I think between road courses and ovals. So I think that would be cool. So the other thing that I was going to ask you is, why do you think they made it so fragile? Because I always in my mind think there was a process. Whoever designed it, whoever went through it, did they make it fragile for a reason? And like in my mind, the only thing I could think of is that they didn't want you like putting one swivel underneath a giant building and like spinning a giant building in a circle. And I don't know if you saw a Bye Guys donut or not.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So like we that's what we do. I mean, the Mad Puck, Mr. Black, the Bye Guy. I mean, sorry if I'm leaving someone out, but I mean, when they hand us something, as Queen North always says, it's like, are we pushing this game beyond what they're wanting it to be? And I'm like, well, we're gonna push, and they're welcome to either help us or push back, I guess. But we're just looking to make it fun. So do you think that's like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to be honest. When I started playing around with some of the physics in this game, my first thought was, yeah, they did not design the game to do this. Okay. and then my second thought was, they're letting us continue doing this. So
Yeah.
and I think we're helping them develop the game also by doing a lot of what we're doing. Right, so the stuff we're doing on stream right now, a lot of these various tests and what we can and can't do, is we're kind of pointing out some of the things that are affecting these gadgets from working in other applications, right? So I think we've surprised them a lot. Like I truly believe we made this game do stuff it was never intended to do.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
And they're just going with it and working with us, because to me, that's what makes the development crew just even better, is because they're seeing what we're doing on streams, they're seeing what we're doing in our videos and stuff like that, and they're saying, you know what, let's do this, let's do that, let's gear this towards what the audience wants, what they're trying to do. And so I don't know, to me, every time we challenge it, we're just challenging the developers to make it that much better for us again in the future.
Yeah, and I think that's always the struggle with the game like this is, what was it intended to be and where is it going to go? Like, I remember I got sent a feed. I got sent a thing in my shorts, which was an old video I put up about Lego versus Minecraft. And because a lot of people were like, this is going to be a Minecraft killer game. And, at the time I came out and I said, not yet. Like, it's not there yet, but it could be. And I wonder, was that ever their goal? Or was their goal just to make a fun little sandbox world where you could do, some custom world builds like this and, and that's pretty much it. Build little cute little things like, a little storage for your car. And then all of a sudden, they're logging in and we're doing gear ratios and weights.
Right.
And it's like, wait a minute, what? You're not supposed to do that. Like, the Mad Pucks over there building the Starship Enterprise. It's like, what are you doing to my game?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
On that note, this so far caters to a huge range of different types of builders, right? So for me, you share a lot of this. We like the mechanical aspect of it, right?
Yep.
What can we make this do? What can we make it? What kind of gadgets can we create, right? So I classify this as a mechanical builder, right? Then I see amazing builds, like you mentioned the Mad Puck, all the stuff he's doing with it. That is its own class, all in its own. That is just amazing. Like I don't have that creative mindset. My creativity is on the mechanical side.
Me too. Yeah.
Just being able to do those amazing builds in itself, amazing, right? In this game, it's allowing us to have that platform. Then on top of it, we're seeing all these unique build set pieces come into the game. So like Queen's North, I love watching her videos when she decorates. There's another one, oh no, it's Dia. She's another one that's really, really good at doing the decoration side of the house. I'm like, I just want to hire these people to come in and decorate my house.
I did.
Also,
I hired Queen Surge. I was like, hey, would you like to be in a video?
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's all these kind of different types of talents, but we can all do it in the same game, right? The same platform.
Yeah.
Take Minecraft, while it has its own audience, it's not as versatile as what Lego Fortnite is kind of growing into.
Yeah.
Right. As the more and more stuff comes out, the more and more, we're getting a lot of this stuff too.
100%. Yeah. Now, okay, so you're talking about gear ratios here. I watched your video and I had a thought, and I was wondering if you had tried using the tires to spin a free-floating spindle.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay.
This is kind of just a starting point. So right now,
Sorry. Well, let's go ahead and do what you're doing. And then I was just thinking, so I watched your video and then I started processing, what things in the game gives us different speeds. And I was like, these 3 wheels all have different speeds with them. So I was like, oh wait, that's steerable. Pretend like that's not. Anyways, so I was like, if you could get these 3 wheels implemented into turning this, then you could actually have 3 different gear speeds or gear ratios. But then I was thinking also, and I don't know how you would do it because you would need to build something that had teeth on it that interlocked with something over here that had teeth, like you would on like a giant machine, but you couldn't have them right next to each other because they couldn't make contact. But if you had something like this, but then you got to turn this into a circle, and so like these would have to come together somehow, and this would have to push this one, and then this one could be smaller. So you'd end up having like a descending gear ratio there. But I don't know if we're at that point in the game where we could do that. Maybe with the Mos Eisleys, but I don't know. Anyways, those were some of my thoughts. I'll shut up now and see what you're up to.
Oh, you're definitely on the right track with all of this. And and so gear ratios is one of the things that I think about. So I think I was watching somebody's live stream the other day. It may have been Queens North. I think she was trying to build a platform. Somebody was trying to build a platform, but it was rotating too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got me thinking. It's like, yeah, we really need to be able to have control over the speed on some of these things, right? And so that's where I'm like, well, let me start playing with gear ratios, right? Can I make that happen?
Okay, yeah. I feel like
so
the cannon spins too fast.
Yes, absolutely.
You can't aim with it. That's such a downfall, that cannon. Like, if you're gonna give me a cannon, either make the cannonballs explode bigger, like triple their damage radius, so I don't have to be like, I don't have to be super close to it, but also, like, if you barely touch that button, the cannon, it overcorrects. Like, you want it to go 5 degrees, it goes 15.
Right.
So yeah, that's so this was kind of also the thing in my mind was, if you had a way to put a cannon on a platform that spun slower, you would be able to then zero in your aiming a little bit better. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. It's getting there.
It's that point right there that's holding you.
Yeah. So it sounds strange, but this is what started my thought process on this. Okay. So it looks like we're not there quite yet, but technically we are.
If you added another will, would it help give enough strength to get past that?
The answer is yes. If we had a couple of them in place, it will work. But we also remember the mechanic for the tilt-a-whirl.
Yes.
Okay, so we can actually use a swivel at the bottom to push the wheel into this.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, you're
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
To create a constant contact. So if you take like the spring effect and put it sideways, you can use the spring effect to push against the side. So you can go back to doing this with one wheel if you wanted to, but
okay, yeah. You also got a droopy wheel. So have you drooped a wheel onto the platform with a support underneath also?
Support underneath, not yet.
Okay.
I keep trying to go on the side first.
I got you.
But that's where, like, to me, this is where we need to enlist the. I think my head's in the way. We need to enlist our good members of the community here, because we're on the right track. All right, let's see. I got that one in a different position.
Yep, there you go. Now it's kind of pushing.
So,
oh, now it's dancing. Yep. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Dude. Yeah. So, rule of thumb says, for some reason, if you're sitting in the cannon seat, the swivel is less sensitive / turns slower. From the driver's seat, the swivel is too sensitive. Yeah. I think I've kind of experienced that too. I still think even in the cannon seat that it still overcorrects too much, but I could be wrong. I've been jumping on my ship design. I wanted to build something that I could like direct the ship and use it to spin the cannon. But I ended up putting the cannon on the front and jumping on, because one of the quests was kill an enemy with a cannonball. Or no, not kill. I'm sorry, wrong word. Despawn an enemy with a cannonball.
Right.
And eliminate. It was probably eliminate. But anyway, so I was playing around with that last night, trying to complete that quest, and that was what ended up happening. And then, the other thing with like these like gear ratios and stuff. One second, I need to cough. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Is in rides, but this is an aspect of the game I wanted to get your thoughts on as a fellow mechanic slash toy builder. When are we going to be able to do this? Use this to kill brutes? You know, like if you had like I'm sorry, despawn brutes. Man, I'm totally sorry guys. When are you going to be like? When would you be able to build some sort of like machine that had a big swivel and was spinning around and then did damage to a brute? Like, do you think that aspect of like mob spawners or mob grinders? I mean, they added the spiders and scorpions. I was like super excited about that. Could you imagine one of those that spawned a brute every time you killed a brute?
Oh yeah. So admittedly, I'm a huge BattleBots fan also. I don't know if you've ever seen that series on TV.
Oh yeah.
If our mechanical devices can despawn or eliminate, I would be building BattleBots in Lego Fortnite, something crazy.
Oh my gosh, everybody, all the toy builders were like, yes. Like somebody built one using stationary boxing gloves. Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
Was that Robot Man? I don't remember. But yeah, like that, but walking, like giant robots that you built and walk around and like you see a brute and you're like, oh, and then you can punch it and like send the brute flying across the map.
Yes.
Or, you know, build robots that would have battle. Like, do you remember the movie? Was it, who's the guy that played? Oh my gosh, Hugh Jackman is in it, I think. And it's the world has just got out of like World War III, and all the nations are tired of all the death. So they all decide that every war or battle will be settled between two robots of the two nations fighting each other.
Oh.
Do you remember that movie? It was, oh man, that was so long ago.
It has been a while.
But yeah, something like that with a big, you know, flat, or like I do wish they'd give us a map that was completely flat and was like a grasslands or something, maybe, or maybe even each, like where we could have just like a flat sandbox world. And we could build these giant robots and like we could have robot fights. Oh, that would be so cool. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought about building bots in an arena with using the remote control glitch, and then like battle bots, and you could fight each other. Like we would like work on building the best bot. But you know, the thing is, we both like have everything would be Frostpine, and we would just probably not.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But it would still be well worth the fun.
Yes,
I'd still do it.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Okay, my apologies. I just spiraled. You said something really neat, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Give it to us, Epic.
I'm sure over time the game will evolve some more. So, you know, with each and every update, they add more and more content. And you know, we did have kind of a dry spell for a little bit in terms of no content. But for me, it didn't matter, right? Because I still kept building different toys, unique things, and stuff like that. And you know, I just like enjoying the game for the game also. Yes. So
I'm with you there. Like I still had like 4 videos I wanted to make before the update. Like I just, there's so many things that I want to mess and test with. And you know, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then that takes you like 3 days to figure out not just how to build this, but like the best way to build it, the best way to maximize the structure or the tires. And you're like, well, what if I use this tire? Okay, now let's rebuild it and use medium tires. And then let's rebuild it again and use large tires. And then you're like, yeah. And then, oh, wait. Maybe if I put a thruster over here. And so some of the toy builds can take you a week before you are able to release a video on them. But that's fun for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I do have some testing videos. They're loaded on YouTube, but I have them unlisted. And it's kind of, it's going to be my documentary, Chronicles of Failed Experiments, right? That's what it'll end up being. But so I tend to record a lot of the stuff. So as you're building it, some of these monster of a rides, for example, right? This is where a lot of this comes from for me, right? I build these big monsters of a rides. They have different mechanical type features to them, and then I get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna release it. And we gotta rely on the game physics to take over.
Yeah.
And I watch just hours and hours of work just crumble in the game, do all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
no.
We need to have. I joked around one day about one day I'm gonna become when my channel gets big enough and I do those read ads. I'm gonna have a whole skit where I do like a better health one, and it's where I worked on like this big toy thing and it just breaks apart, and then the next screen is me calling my therapist on BetterHelp.
Yeah.
To emotionally work through what just happened.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a very real thing.
Yeah. Yes. If you don't know till you've experienced, it's like, oh my gosh, like, you just worked, or it's just like, oh, anyways, sorry. Anyways, chat, all the toy builders in the chat, throw a one up if you've been there, if you've done it, if you know what we're talking about. So real quick, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So chat says Real Still from 2011, I think. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Rule of Thumb. Thank you. Brian the Brick says
Deal. Yes.
Yeah. Brian the Brick says, hi Kaboom. Hi, how are you doing? Moon Knight says they need to let us blueprint our builds 100%. Blueprint the builds, go into the shop, have a thing like the islands where the most popular builds are getting pushed to the top, the filter through, and yeah, put in a rotating thing, give a kickback to the creators, help support the community financially, and help people build things and learn. Just building Bendico's robot would help. You would learn about the Mos Eisley glitch. You would learn about how the rotation, the swivels, all those things would be really cool. Getting a lot of ones. Rule of Thumb says, wait, hold on, let me back up. Sorry. Queen's North says, I'm currently building 2 large buildings and I have at least 4 other projects on my to-do list. Yeah. Could a robot Joey says, could a creative map that specializes in that work? I don't know. Are you like the island maps? They have different physics. I'm not sure if that's Eddie says I didn't get a hi from Kaboom. Hi Eddie. How are you doing, sir? I think I must have missed you, buddy. Sorry about that. Getting ones from Eddie, getting ones from Sim Lover, getting ones from Robo Joey, getting ones from Moon Knight. So Joker's Play, we are not alone. We have those who sympathize with us.
Yes. Yeah. A couple of things. I think from a mechanical perspective, that's like I've had to say, oh, okay, I'm done for today. This just came crashing down.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
But on some of our builders who do all these amazing designs, right? I see them get pretty far in an area, and they're like, I gotta tear all this down and move it over one stud.
That is yes. That is the closest a builder will ever get to feeling what a toy maker feels when they go to turn it and it flies off. It's like, I just built this huge pyramid, and you get to the last piece and you realize you're one stud off and you've got to destroy everything you just spent an hour. Now, the only difference though is that we get to see all our work, our 5 hours of work, get destroyed in like a second. And
right.
But yeah, it's part of the game, you know, and we love doing it. So I hope no one's taking this the wrong way. But yeah, I think that for the love of the but when it does work, oh my gosh.
Oh yes,
Oh.
yes.
It's yeah, that is so fulfilling, so cool. So, Jokers, go ahead and I'm gonna hand over. I've taken us on a little journey through chat, and I think I'm caught up. So, what would you like to talk about or work on next? Are we gonna go to medium wheels here, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we can play around with medium wheels, but I definitely wanted to ask. I saw that Haskins posted the farming again is back in the game.
Yes.
So my question to you, does that mean the rhino is functional again?
On wood and on mahogany, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
not
that's good to know.
yeah, not on Flexwood, not on Frostpine. I don't know why my brain shut down there, but yeah, not on those two things. But who knows, man? It may be now. Like they may have changed it overnight. We could go test it out real quick if you want.
Sure. I that was one of those things where I think the whole community was like, "This is the best thing ever," and then they took it away and were like, "Oh."
Yes. I was like, and that was even in my mind. I was like, I'm going to make this video on it, and I'm like, there's no way they're keeping this in the game. There's just no way. It's like you basically gotten rid of the pickaxes, and then they left it and it stayed, and I was all excited, and then whoa. Oh, that's so funny. I should have known better than that. Let me fix that real quick with this. But yeah, like I thought it was really cool. Like I thought, yeah. I mean, it gives somebody a reason to build something for a practical reason in the game, which is the aspect of toys that it's cool to see it do it. It's cool to see it do the oh gosh, what am I? Oh gosh, dang it. Sorry. The fairgrounds. Like the fairgrounds and everything are cool. And you have to love toys. And you really want a functional fairground in your world. It looks good, it's fun, but the practical aspect of it is not there. Like building things to oh good, rocks are working again.
Oh, good.
Building things to oh, I'm glitching out. Sorry, everybody. Building things that have a monetary advantage in the world, that gives you resources, gives you, like, the goal is to figure, like, so someone comes out and goes, oh my gosh, look at this, so cool. And then the next person comes out and goes, oh my gosh, look at this, so cool. And it does it for less resources. It does it better than what that other person's stuff does. Like for me, the thing I loved about the Rhino was that it had the small balloons and the large balloons. And so I took that concept and I wanted to add more of a area of explosion, so that when you operated it, you were able to mine more resources per oh, I gotta reset this, sorry. You were able to mine more resources per button push. So it was like, making it better. But anyways, I'm sorry. So, but like this gives you resources. Well, okay, it's not working. So yeah, Frostpine is not on the menu, boys. Anyways, did that make sense at all? I'm sorry, I might have rambled there. But basically, if you give someone something like this where you can get resources, more people are going to want to build it because it improves the quality of life in the game, and it has like a monetary advantage in the game. Like I can get more wood quicker, so what took me an hour to do, I'm now able to do in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and wood farming to me was a big part of that. Just quality of life, as you put it. I when I saw the video that Haskins put out on that, I was like, "Oh my God, finally! Thank you, thank you, thank you!" Like I was so excited, you know. It's like I wanted to send a thank you card to Epic themselves,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Signed everyone in the community, you
yeah,
know.
right. Yeah, I mean that was awesome. I loved. I was begging them not to remove it in every video, and it didn't even have to be about that. It'd be like, today we're gonna build a tomato temple, and oh yeah, by the way, Epic, please don't remove balloons, busting stuff. And then it was just, it was so cool. It was such a cool mechanic. I felt like.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we come across unique things from time to time, and we're all kind of taking advantage of those, and to me, I was happy to come on stream today with you to kind of share what I've been coming across with the swivels, only because as a community, I think there's going to be others that come up with other ideas, and I'm going to want to see those, right? So if there might be a unique mechanic that somebody comes up with that I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that with this ride, or I could do that with this type of function, and that's what I'm looking for. I mean,
Yeah,
if there's one good thing that we've all seen with this Lego Fortnite community is the community itself.
yeah,
So
100%.
so much good talent everywhere. You know,
Oh yeah,
I see, as these new build kits come out or these new pieces come out, I one of the things that I enjoy most about the game is like I've seen Haskins takes using, the Doom pieces. I've seen Flocka his take using the Doom pieces, and
yep,
then here is my take on doing the Doom pieces. Right? There's no right or wrong. There's so much creativity, and it's like we all learn from each other as well. And there's just so many good builds happening in so many different directions, and we're not even, quite frankly, just touching the surface on it, because there's a lot of people who maybe don't stream and stuff like that, and then you get to see walkthroughs of their worlds with some of the other streamers, and you're like, oh my God, how come you're not streaming? Like we need to see your work here.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, Schattensfeld is one of the guys that comes to my mind. His builds are amazing, and I'm like, you go watch Haskins World Tour, and it's just like, I think the best compliment that I ever saw, and I can't remember where I saw it, but someone said, "Is this even Lego? Like,
Right.
is this even like this looks so good? Like, is this even that game? It's like it's so incredible." And that, so like he's somebody who doesn't do streaming, and then you get someone like Grind Geek that comes in and revolutions that brings in directional angle building. And then we get directional building with Mad Puck and General Ronimus with thrusters and pressure plates, and then you get oh shucks, who was the other person I had in my mind? Oh, then you see those things just taken to that next level by the builders in the community. So yeah, I 100% agree. And think, yeah, it's really cool getting to see a lot of those things play out, which is a good time to plug the community, the Craftopia Discord server. We've got build show-offs. We've got, you can upload your videos there for the community there to see. We've got great mods who are helping run and operate it. And we've got just great builders, great, amazing stuff over there. So link is pinned up there. Thank you, Llama Rage, for that. But yeah, oh my gosh, I got a butterfly and a butterfly. I'm surrounded by butterflies.
Yep. Yeah, even just the community as a whole, right? So it's not just so much the building aspect. Sometimes you're just meeting good people on the community server, right? Craftopia, and then you're able to link up with people that have the same interests, and you do worlds. Like I see those at Room very active on a regular basis, asking for help to do this, do that. What you did with the trophy runs on the expert side of the house, the expert world, that was amazing, right? You're helping people.
Oh, that was so much fun. Yes.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Yeah, for sure. And even that, just prepping for the world, like the work that I saw Llama Rage coming in and helping on the side back then and stuff, and then bringing in Eddie as well to build the car for everybody to drive. Like, that's the community that is just amazing, you know.
Yeah, that was so cool. Sir Lapslot was like coming in, and Miss Nipples, they were running the garden and getting shakes. So everyone had shakes.
Yes.
And then we
Yes.
had the inventory that had to be sorted through. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. Now I do wish they would have given us a trophy for the Isles, the Lost Isles.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would be cool. Like interact, like fight a level or defeat a storm sick golem. You can actually have 3 trophies for the tomato, for the fish sticks, and for the banana golems, the peely golems. And then anyways, I thought that was really cool. I really hope they keep adding stuff like that, because I think, you know, I'm kind of working through something right now. Maybe off air I'd pick your brain, because we got some stuff in the works, but we're trying to put together a expert challenge for the island right now. So
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
yeah, so that, I think that would be really cool.
Although admittedly, I'm still trying to find the second banana village.
Oh yeah, that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, is it there? Am I like that? That's where you start asking yourself, like, is it even
Right.
here? It's
I've been doing everybody's tricks with the village square. I've been just flying around all over the place. I've got, you know, a couple different of my builds that I use. My Land Rover, my Moonlander. Like I'm doing everything, just flying crisscross back and forth. So I'm trying. I'm trying. I finally found the one. I got all excited. You know, I felt like I was in grade school again.
Yes.
Like all giddy, you know.
yes.
So, but the one thing about the Lost Isles that I think I've enjoyed the most, right? So when we got to Star Wars Island, it was kind of a cookie cutter for all of us, right? So island was square, everything was kind of in the same spot for all of us and stuff like that. When Lost Isles came about, like we all got different islands, different makeups for the most part, right? So I've got 2 massive islands and 2 small islands. So I technically got 4 islands for my setup. And, you know, part of me doing what I was doing, I ended up building a bridge between my islands just so that I could drive across also. So
Okay.
everybody's tips and tricks are definitely helpful, because that's how I found the first village, but I'm still working on the second one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't even know if we found the second one yet in the Craftopia server. So, real quick, let me go through the chat real quick. Rule of thumb, or Queen's North, or actually, let me back up even to that. Haskin says, finally got one that worked, and the thruster power broke off in the whole build and sent it into space. And then Queen's North says, we need a spaceport. And Rule of Thumb says that balloons changed in V3120. They're more accurate, representing their visual form now, which is good. All I have is a console now. I do stream properly. Any tips? Oh man, Llama Rage and Queen's North would be the people to talk to there. I think they stream off a console. Rabinder Moondie says hello. Welcome to stream. Glad to have you here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pull up my stream elements. We are super close to hitting 5,000 subs, and yeah, I think I was like 20 or something away. So if you guys could hit the sub button, it helps the channel out, and yeah, you could be pre 5K sub. I don't know why that's a thing. I think people say that just so they can be like, I was here before 5K. So I don't think he's made one yet. Rule of Thumb says Joker, or where's Joker's Swivel video? Couldn't find it. Which one are you referring to? The weights one? I think you have a weights one, right?
Yeah, I did weights, and I've done 2 physics videos so far. The swivels were going to end up being the third one, but I'm still working on trying to put it together, only because of the gear ratios and stuff like that. But a lot of the content that we've played around with today is essentially the makeup of the video. So
Yes. Okay. So the video is not out. Yeah. So that I
Yep.
think you showcase some of the stuff today. Is there, we got about 15 minutes left. Is there, what is there like a thing else you would like to work on, or anything else you'd like to show the audience?
I saw something on a stream the other day, and so my son and I were playing around with it for a bit. If we go to, was it let me filter this out here. I was so glad to get the filter.
Yes. Oh man, it is so good.
All right, so now let me find the piece.
Now, Jokers, do you have you streamed? I can't remember.
I did stream some VR from time to time. I tend to have fun when I'm with my friends, but if I'm playing competitively. I have a huge competitive gene in my
Okay.
in my blood. and so I worry not that I'd say anything bad. I just worry that I'm not going to be paying attention to the stream because I'm just hyper focused on trying to win.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Plus I'm the type of person that gets into the mess of things, right? So I'm not I'll play Storm Edge from time to time, but for the most part, I'm the one like diving into the action.
Okay. Huh.
So it's a little bit different.
What's the highest rank you've ever gotten in BR? Or do you play rank?
I played ranked a lot last season.
Okay.
If the vehicles were getting out of control for me, and so I switched to just doing ranked.
Okay.
And so I think I made it to gold 3 again last year, but I switched to ranked towards the end of the season. So, and in this season, I think I played 16 games total or 17 games total of VR, and that was mainly to get my challenges done.
Yes.
For Doom.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to add a lightsaber real quick. Here it is. All right. So this indestructible monitor, right? It won't break with the pickaxe. You can punch it, so on and so forth. My son stumbled across that it will take damage with a lightsaber.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh.
It still takes a lot.
Yeah.
So this thing is still like, if it's 11 per hit, like how much is it? Right? Value wise.
This thing is, yeah, it's like ridiculously strong.
Right. And then my son also stumbled upon something. This took damage, and I'm going to be honest, this is going to be very, very hard to repeat.
Okay.
But it took damage from a musket.
Oh, okay.
But it's got like a tiny hitbox to make it happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find that sweet spot again, but I think that might be what's causing this thing to kind of act strange, is it may have just a very, very tiny hitbox.
You think that might be the pickaxe thing? Like if you got it just in the right spot, maybe?
Yeah, I think if you got it in just the right spot, you may get it. But yeah, this is kind of one of those unique ones.
Yeah.
But the good news is the lightsaber works. So, back to toys, right? This is where this comes from. If you place this in the wrong spot or needed to move it, you had to destroy all the hard work you put into the toys, right? And so finding this out was huge. So at least you can break it. So if anybody else is out there using it and you need to move it, lightsaber at least. So just a quick tip. That's all I had.
Yes. I think I put one of these on the front of a vehicle the other day. And
Yes, you did. Yeah.
trying to crash into things. Like I was wondering if you could use that to mine stuff. I built a few things running into like trying to run into frost pine trees, but yeah, this thing I think July posted something about this, how like the X set was really expensive, but if you want to put this on your vehicle as a bumper, it might be worth it. Like I was thinking, could you do something like where you had let me see, where's this piece maybe? Oh, no, I messed up. Let me remove this and let me put that there, and then maybe like this, and then is that in electronics or is that in TVs?
That is, yeah, electronics and then entertainment. Yep.
Am I gonna get it to stick? That's the question. It's not sticking. Well, I guess you could do, I can mess around with it later, but you could do something like this. Have the keyboard on the front side of your vehicle, like as a bumper. And I was trying to make it so you could have maybe the blue part sticking out.
Oh yeah.
I thought that would look really cool on a build with the new floor pieces. People can kind of see the screen on its side, but for some reason it's not sticking. Maybe hold on, let me try a floor real quick. Maybe that'll do it. Let's try the blue floors. Blue floors. There we go. Let's put these here like this. And then let's put this on here like this. There we go. That worked. So I was thinking this would be really cool on the front of a car. With this like line going through, and you could like, remember that movie, or not movie, do you remember the car show with the car that's like talked?
Oh, Kit.
Yeah, Knight Rider.
Yes. Knight Rider, yes.
Yeah, so this would be like, to me, I was thinking this could be like the front of Knight Rider. Oh, that sticks out too far now. But anyways, these were some of the thoughts that I was having.
Where are the car builders out there? I think Eddie's still online, right?
Yeah, Eddie's here.
I know. Yeah, I know we got some good car builders. That's a project. We need Kit.
Yes, this would be indestructible. Like if you ran into something, well, right, not indestructible. It would be very difficult to destroy. So, anywho's, but yeah, I was gonna work. I want to build a car. So this is my issue, and I don't know if you have the same issue. Like in my mind, I've got 4 videos that I want to make, but I also want to build a car, build a boat, build like those are the 2 builds I want to do, but I never seem to find time to get around to build those things. Do you ever have that issue?
I do. During the week, mainly Monday through Thursday, I do put in a lot of hours, so my time on screen is very limited. Like I get an hour or 2 here and there at night.
Yeah.
So Friday's like my big day, right? So this is the day that I could just sit down and really focus on things. And then on the weekends right now, school's back in session. So my my older son, we've got a lot of activities going on. And so we're kind of all over the place, and family's always a priority for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, again, at nighttime, I do sneak in, get some play time. So sometimes you just want to sit down and just be creative, and that just takes time.
Yeah. I always say faith, family, fun in that order.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, I could spend like the whole day, but I've started putting like around 3:30. So when my whole family gets home from like work and school, and it's like, all right, I gotta put the Lego to the side. I've spent my day making videos or running stuff. So yeah, I definitely feel that. So One day I might try to build a blue car using some of these new pieces and stuff in the build. I think that'd be really cool. Now, we do have a question here that says, can these survive a brute attack?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. Do you want to test it out real quick? Are you okay with that?
We totally can.
Okay. I just don't want to first of all, I don't want to spawn a bunch of these in, and then I don't, there's nothing around here that can get broken, right?
Yeah, no, nothing in this area.
Okay, good. All right, let me do this. Get my weapon ready. We're gonna find out. We're doing testing for you. Did it make it?
They took damage.
Oh, they took a little damage, but they didn't.
Took a little damage.
Oh, but they didn't. Oh my gosh! Did we just come up with a brute? Oh, I died.
Oh.
Oh my gosh! Oh, did we just like if you had this on the outside of your vehicle? Now the question is, can it damage through those? I guess that's the question. Let me fly back over to you.
God.
Bernie says, my son last night built a frostbind floor piece under the water. I've tried so many methods that I see online, but do you have a unique ideal? Did you try thermal detonators?
Yeah, so thermal detonators will break these pretty easy. Same with regular dynamite.
Yeah, and then a DL44, and Eddie says, so many sets to buy, so little money.
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie, that's a little bit of a rant I went on the other day, and I don't know if I really explained the rant correctly. I'm not gonna go on a rant again, but basically, what I was trying to say is, I get Epic gifting, larger channels sets, but usually in the business, in the industry, you have a release date. And so people can't release videos on what they've done until a certain date. So let's say Epic has another build set that's coming out. Well, they could send it out to people and say, do not release videos on it until this date. But what they did is they sent the sets out to people, and they said, basically they were trying to hype up the sets. So then you've got builders and creators like me who are not getting sets, which I would feel bad. I would feel bad if I got a set for free and then I put a video out, and then let's say there's other content creators who have to buy the set. Well, now they're spending $60-$70 on all these sets, and now they're competing. Now the set's almost out of rotation because it's you know how YouTube works. Something is cool for a day and a half, 2 days, and then the window kind of closes. So you're on the rear end of the window closing. So like if Epic gives out sets to people, it'd be nice if they said, hey, you can't post your videos until the set's actually released. And then on that day, they would release their videos, and then us content creators who have to buy the sets and spend, money on them would be able to release the videos at the same time. And yeah, they would have a head start a couple days working with the sets, but we would all be able to release those videos around the same time. And so the people who are actually spending cash are at least on somewhat of a better playing ground, a better footing than the ones who are getting the sets for free. But anyways, that's kind of my thought, and I maybe that explains it a little bit better than the other day. So they are expensive, Eddie. I do hear you on that. The one thing I also always wondered is, could Epic give us the discount that for the percentage that we spend? Like, so if someone uses one of our codes, what's your code? You have a code? Epic partner code?
Yeah, mine's Joker Plays.
Yeah, so let's say somebody uses Joker Plays in the thing. you get a percentage of that in revenue given back to you as someone who's, you know, to support the community, to support our, you know, buying the parts, to support, you know, all the things that supports. What if you, as a content creator, as an Epic partner, got that discount when you purchased? So let's just say, you know, you got a rough, let's say someone uses your code. I forget what the exact amount is, but that percentage that got gets given to you for promoting the product, instead of getting that, they gave it to us as a discount on the pieces, on the kits that we bought. And then it would only be limited to us and our accounts. So that would help out too. I mean,
it would definitely help out.
Yeah. And I think, anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to divert down to that road. So, but Eddie, yes, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, buddy. Anyways,
if I had my choice, if they hooked us up, you know, all the content creators, sometimes it's like I'm in a position in life to where, yes, I can buy the sets and I'm okay, right? So if stuff is gifted to me, great. But to be honest, I'd rather have codes that I could give away. And then I'll purchase the pieces, right? So if I had that ability, that's what I would do.
Yes, like being able to gift V-Bucks through the system would be so amazing. I
absolutely,
because we save 33%, because I'm sure you buy the 13,500 V-Buck package.
Right, yeah.
Like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 33% savings, and then you could do giveaways, and then it's always like you got to friend somebody. You got to be friends for 2 to 3 days or 2 days, and then by the time they're your friend, the thing they wanted is out of the shop. So you can't, you know, either you can make people be insta friends with people. If you're a content creator or an Epic partner, you could insta friend somebody or insta gift them something. That would help. Right. Or just being able to be like, hey, you won 1,000 V-Bucks, and then send them a generated code and it comes out of your V-Bucks account or something like that. That would be fun. That would be great. Or just send them the V-Bucks. Just gift them the V-Bucks.
Right.
Yeah, that would be great. Anyways, okay, sorry, Joker. I think I may have diverted the conversation. So, sir.
No. It's a worthwhile thought. I think about it a lot when we were doing the Ultimate Survivor Challenge, no totem type thing, and we did the giveaways and stuff like that. It was great. Like, to me, the best feeling was being able to kind of say thank you to the community, because I got to be honest, the community in Craftopia is just absolutely amazing as a whole.
Yes, thank you for being a part of that.
It's been great. We started the conversation off talking about the mods, and I don't mind ending on that note too, but just the mods you have in the Craftopia group, bar none, top notch, super friendly. I got to work with them on reviewing videos and stuff like that as well. I just talk about being very blessed in that position.
100%.
And so very, very, very happy with everybody, and just seeing everybody come up. I got to partake in a lot of different activities here and there when time permits, and it's been amazing. So from me to you and the rest of the crew, just absolutely thank you so much for what everybody has done as a whole.
Yes, thank you so much. Like, being able, like, I think I'm trying to remember. I think that Epic, or the Expert Challenge was probably one of the funnest events. We like ongoing events, and it was really cool to see like you come in and do that, and then be able to work with other content creators. Mike making stuff. He sponsored a giveaway during the update. Sherry L sponsored the car build thing. So it's been awesome. I mean, I really, I just want to ditto everything you just said 100%. And, so, hi, Chris Carnage. How's it going? Super late, but glad you're here. And, thank you everybody so much for being here. and for everything. And Joker Plays, thank you so much for showing off your world and the swivel stuff. And yeah, this has been a blast, man. This has just been great. You're the guy that I always wanted to hang out with and never had gotten a chance to. So when the opportunity came up, I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna go. This has kind of been a podcast hangout thing / working with toys. So this has been a lot of fun, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this has definitely been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Maybe in the future we can get together and you'll have to try out the rides at the amusement park. That's gonna be another future one.
Oh, definitely. That'd be a blast. And everybody, Joker's link to his channel is in the description. Go over there. Be sure you're subscribed to his channel. Be sure you're following his work. The man has a lot of really cool builds, a lot of good, is always looking into the, you know what? I'm just going to say you're a fellow spreadsheeter. You
I totally am.
Yeah.
I totally am.
Yeah. So he probably does spreadsheets better than I do spreadsheets, to be honest. I think
well, most of my stuff I'm recycling paper, honestly, and I'm putting notes on the back of it. And,
yes.
And once I finish that part of it, all my handwritten scratch, they do make it to actual spreadsheets. So
yes. Well, this is awesome. So well, everybody, thank you so much. And yeah, I'm gonna say I hope the stream's been good. There has been this stream current bitrate thing, so it's looked good. It's been a great stream, a fun stream. Again, check out Joker Plays channel, and yeah, be sure you hit the like button on this stream and help me get to 5,000. And is there anything you would like to say as we sign off?
If you don't mind, I just add a plug there. The whole amusement park thing. I'm just one of two, and so
Level Up
Royal. Yeah, his channel is also important one to follow because it's for us. It's kind of a team atmosphere. We both do it and we both add into it and we both support one another in it as well. So it's not just me. I'm just one of two.
I will add Level Up into the description so you guys can find a link over to his channel also, so that you guys can go over and check that stuff out. Yeah, they work together. It's so much fun when you find somebody who's like into the same stuff and building the same thing. So yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, there'll be links there, and thank you everybody in the chat, and thank you everybody for watching the stream. And until next time, as always, have a great day. Bye.